Welcome back, everybody. Let's start the 8th level.
Voila! The power system for the whole M&M's factory. Madre mia! The minis have been here too!
I can't say I'm shocked.
Oh, I think you'll find a way. Can you say, charge it?
Yeah, if you couldn't guess, this is an electricity level. This is the final level. We're going to learn the shocking truth. Maybe it won't just be a terrible pun. Maybe there'll be some huge twist and we'll learn who's behind all of the evil. And it isn't actually just a bunch of tiny candies that have caused it. I don't know. So, this level is horrible. It's full of a shitload of bullshit. Just tons of it. And in fact, I'm only going to be playing Zone A in this video, because Zone B might be the worst thing I've ever played in HD video games. And as I've said before, I've played Bill Laimbeer's Combat Basketball. It's a bad game. So, what makes Zone B so bad? Well, you'll get an idea of that when you watch Zone A. And you just think to yourself, this isn't so bad compared to Zone B. I haven't seen Zone B, but I'm told it's worse. And it is. It is. So, you're gonna see me being really careful when it comes to these electrified barriers and floors. That's because, I'm setting up a really funny joke. At this point, I don't want to die. I want to take everything slow because I remember my test run through Zone A and B, where by the end of Zone B, I'd lost all 36 lives, and that was rather embarrassing. So, I'm going slow. Don't want to just run right into these electrified barriers, but it's setting up a joke. Eventually, I'll lose my temper, I'll lose my cool, and I'll just try to rush through everything. And I'll die, and you have that to look forward to. It'll be fun. I promise you. So, what's wrong with this level? Well, see that green enemy? I'd say 70% of the time you jump on one, you die. And the more I play, the more my spin move, it's just finicky. I can't reliably spin and like move as I spin. Just more and more I found myself just losing the spin after one go through. And so if you're trying to spin at these enemies, you'll find yourself kind of just standing there as you try and move over and hit them. And you'll be failing. And you'll die a lot. You'll be very, very annoying. So, those enemies are annoying. This platforming is very annoying. Your perspective is, as usual, very bad. But there's also just a ton of really, really difficult jumps. Because the game makes it very hard to jump when the platform is moving forward. It kills all of your forward momentum. Just all of it. Sure, whatever. Once you figure out just how much it's killing it, you learn you don't repeat your mistake. But when you combine that kind of frustration with the fact that jumping on those green things can kill you most of the time, and that the green things will just come out of nowhere and you won't spend time, you won't do anything, it's a very, very frustrating level. And again, it's not nearly as hard as level or section B, Zone B, whatever. Zone B is terrible. It combines all of the problems you're going to see throughout this level with lots of other problems, like just these electrified zones that are entire platforms. Entire platforms that are followed by other electrified platforms. You know, they're such fun. It really stinks. It stinks a lot. I'm not a fan. course, there's these semi-electrified platforms
Uh-oh.
where you'll think it's a good idea to just go around the electricity, but it actually turns out to be a very bad idea. I'll just die. Seemed like a good idea. Seemed like jumping over that might be difficult because it's difficult in other parts. But walking around it was apparently a worse idea because it'll follow you. So just keep going forward. Keep going forward and eventually you'll get to the end of the game. Maybe. I haven't beaten the game yet. I'm so close. It's the last level.
Oops.
Yeah. You'll just run into those green guys. You run right into them. And it'll get you really frustrated. Because you'll have jumped and you don't
Oops.
understand.
Uh-oh.
Ah, there's that funny joke I mentioned. Yeah. You'll get frustrated and you'll forget that things get electrified. You'll just make mistakes.
Oops. Uh-oh.
You don't understand why when you jump at things certain times you die and other times you don't. And it's not even that I hit them too early in the jump. I'll hit them much later in the jump and you'll just die. I'll hit them at the same time in the jump that I've hit them at other points. And I just don't understand. It's a very frustrating game. And I'm gonna try to be less frustrating by getting through this opening section. Jeez. It's been several minutes. I could be a little less shitty at this game. So yeah. Gotta make sure we avoid these green guys. Gotta make sure we just stay out of their way. Because this is an ecosystem. This factory is an ecosystem. And there I see the checkpoint. And I make damn sure I'm careful there. So, this is a fun jump. Seems like a very easy jump. Seems like a jump that won't be tricky at all. But, in fact, it's a very difficult jump. Why am I telling you this? Well, spoilers. I'm gonna die on something stupid in a minute. So, get ready. I picked up the spring jump, which lets me jump higher.
Uh-oh.
A little too high, apparently. So yeah, this jump is basically at the limit of what Yellow can do. He can barely make it to the next platform.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Huh. Yeah, jump right through that platform. Jump right through it. Don't understand why. Also fun, part of why Zone B is really, really, really difficult and annoying and shitty. See that floor I jumped on a minute ago? In Zone B, there'll be a jump you can't make because you'll just die on the floor. For no reason. Thanks, game. That was very cool of you. Yeah.
Oops. Uh-oh.
I didn't realize my spring had already gone out.
Oops.
So yeah, as I was saying, that jump is actually very difficult. With digital controls, you'll find yourself thinking you're
Oops.
going diagonally, but in fact you'll be going too far to the right or too far
Oops. Uh-oh.
too far straight, and you'll correct, and you'll realize that no, you don't have enough time to correct because you have no margin of error on that jump. There's no margin for error. There's just this tiny little sliver of the edge you can catch if you're lucky.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Right there. Tried to bounce on that blue box.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Seemed like a good idea. Didn't work. Just kind of went too far forward. Not sure why. I'm really feeling bad for Yellow at this point. I mean, his friend has been electrocuted. His friend who he thinks is his friend is not really a friend. He's more just an asshole. An asshole who God knows why he spends time with him.
Uh-oh.
He's been electrocuted.
Uh-oh.
Now he finds himself in a Groundhog's Day
Uh-oh.
like situation where he's constantly dying, repeating his mistakes over and over and over, trying to figure out why it's not working. His entire life has been hell to this point, but at least he hasn't fallen through the platform again. That's good. That's really good. Yeah. So I decided to make another mistake. Decided to try and use my spring to jump on those boxes,
Oops.
and then to jump back there, only to discover that you can't do that.
Oops.
That would be too easy. Instead, the game wants you to just keep repeating that stupid first jump that's very, very unfairly difficult. Like your life. You'll repeat so many struggles on a day-to-day basis. So many struggles. So many things that you don't want to do. Life makes you do. I think right here. Well, maybe we'll make it this time. Maybe I won't make you sit through that horrible, horrible jump again and again and again. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I'd be a professional? And just edit these out instead of letting you, the viewer, suffer through this? So I wait a second here, knowing that in certain parts of this level the floor is deadly. But luckily that's not the case here. And I even get this spring, which is actually useless because it just dies before I get to a difficult, lengthy jump. Great game. Great. But we've made it to another checkpoint, so you're up for another section where I'm gonna die.
Oops.
But it's all new. It's new. New deaths. New struggles. New trials and tribulations that challenge us. Get us through our day. So, yeah. I'm just gonna wait this time since I've seen these two platforms pop up. Oh, it's literally popping up. Didn't mean to make that joke. Yeah. Guess I just have to hope I make this. I did. Super. I have to hope I don't hit that damn green thing either. Since I'm probably gonna need this hard hat for some annoying platforming section that I'll have to run through. Oh my. The level's over. We're through. I'll see you for Zone B and Zone C. Don't worry, I'm gonna do both of those at the same time. I won't make you sit through another 12, 13 minute video with just one zone. I promise.